The Wizard of Oz is a movie I've been holding off on for a long time. There really isn't any proof that it isn't a dream, but let's really take a look. Using the Fujita-Pearson tornado scale, I analyzed the tornado in The Wizard of Oz. Considering the amount of damage and the objects blowing around, this tornado is an F5. F5 tornadoes typically will trash everything unless you have a house made of concrete or stronger. Now let's look at how Dorothy is knocked out the window. Although, it doesn't actually hit her head. This is either bad effects or it was put in there for a reason. So let's say she didn't pass out. Would the tornado pick up her house? No, it would not. It would catastrophically obliterate it, with Dorothy inside. However, it was far away. If she really was KO'd, then we don't actually know if it reached the house or not. Now here's why it's a dream. Her house is in the air, impossible, and her neighbor shapeshifts, impossible. In Oz, there are several doppelgangers of her friends back home. There is also magic. TV shows like Once Upon a Time make Oz a real place, but at this point things are looking real dreamy. Considering the flying house, magical land, and altered clones, Oz is looking like a dream. Dorothy's emotions about the people in Kansas are displayed in the characters in Oz, such as the neighbor being an evil witch. At this point, the only thing that could make this real is the fact that everyone has an alter ego in Oz, except NTM. And you may be thinking, well, wasn't Glinda the Good Witch of the North her duplicate? No, she was not. Some believe that the producers wanted someone younger to play Glinda, but Glinda's actress was only 8 years younger than NTM's. No, I believe this has more meaning. On the internet, people are constantly comparing Alice in Wonderland, The Wizard of Oz, and Coraline for their strikingly similar plot and characters. They all have a young female protagonist and an older female antagonist in a parallel world that lies about being evil and being behind everything. The Queen of Hearts, the other mother, and one would supposedly believe that in Oz it would be the Wicked Witch of the West, but no, it's Glinda. In Alice in Wonderland and Coraline, who lies and starts as the good guy, the future antagonist, who doesn't have a real parallel back home. The future antagonist. It fits so perfectly that Glinda is the true villain the whole time, who lies about the shoes and waits until the very end to spoil it, when Dorothy could have very well died. Glinda, who has magic and could have brought the house in one piece. Glinda, who could have spied on Dorothy from afar with said magic and learned her friends and family to parallel them in a fake world. Glinda is the true villain, and Oz is a mirage in hopes of lowering Dorothy into the death trap of the wickedly Western witch. Another possibility is that Glinda transported the whole family and altered them into their counterparts, then erasing their memories when returning them home. But the only flaw in this otherwise revolutionary conspiracy theory is that Glinda allowed Dorothy to return home. And why'd she bring Dorothy in the first place? This is where my theory gets tricky. Maybe when the Wicked Witch of the West failed to kill Dorothy, Glinda just didn't bother to keep her. But why? Well, of course to do the good witch's dirty work. Rid of the wizard and the other two witches, making Glinda the only ruler of this land. When you think about it, it's very strange. Glinda brought Dorothy to another land so that Dorothy could destroy its other rulers, so Glinda would be the only ruler, and not killing them herself would allow her good image to be kept in the eyes of the Lollipop Guild. And when the work was done, Dorothy was no longer needed, and the three other helpers were paralleled, but there are real inhabitants, the Lollipop Guild. That's a pretty basic answer that makes perfect sense when you compare all of the similarities to Alice in Wonderland and Coraline. Hey, why not check out my Coraline theories? They explain a lot. I might make an Alice in Wonderland theory, but not for a long time. Until next time, I'm the theorizer. Somewhere over the rainbow, Dorothy got KO'd by a window.